Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics with your release for this week, 11 fabrics again. Bit of a mix again, as in summer and winter. I'm going to start with summer today though. And the first one I absolutely love. This is called All the Feels in Green, and it is a rayon spandex. Look at those gorgeous colors, and this fabric is super soft. It feels really nice to the touch. So let me show you all of that. I just want a little t-shirt in this. I think it'd be great, or even a little dress, if I can find one where I can stabilize it, because it really is draping down quite a lot already. So this is the flaw to rayon spandex. It has so many good points, but its one flaw is it has so much stretch and it doesn't recover well from that stretch, so it can get bigger on you during the day. You can see all that amazing stretch there, and the vertical stretch is the problem really. But look at that gorgeous drape, and it is so light and nice and cool to wear for summer. So they are its positives. So we can overcome some of its negatives by giving it some strength in our horizontal seams. I've got quite a few rayon spandex t-shirts now, and they are all absolutely perfect because the garment isn't heavy, just being a t-shirt, and putting some clear elastic in those shoulder seams, it's turned out beautifully. So I think this might want to be a t-shirt for me as well. All right, no matching thread for this one, I'm afraid. Didn't quite have the right green, even though there are a few different greens in there. But we did match it up with this rich green modal and also cream ponte. This is the cream soft ponte. So all the feels in green rayon spandex. All right, the next is what I am wearing, and this is a rib knit. Let me tuck my bra strap in, that's no good. I made myself the go-to dress by Pattern Emporium. I did the above the knee, just for a cute little summer dress, because I like wearing this fabric on a hot day. So a nice short little dress I thought would be quite nice in this one. I did the high neck and I used the bright magenta. Because this background color is probably a little bit pale for me, I thought if I put that pink in there, that would help it out a little bit. And then I did the low back, which is a bit different for what I normally sew, but I'm pleased with how it's turned out. So this is called Bianca, this fabric. You can see it drapes beautifully. You can see it sits nicely when it's a more fitted garment, because we've got both happening in this dress. So you can see it just drapes down really nicely. It doesn't stand out like some fabrics might if they're a bit stiff. It's got really nice drape to it. Let me show you the stretch. It's so pretty, this one. I couldn't resist. All right, so it's got the horizontal stretch and good vertical stretch, and there is your drape. This is not a fabric that will grow out on you in the day. I don't feel the need to put any stabilizing in any of the horizontal seams to this. I feel like sometimes rib knit can have a bit of a bad rap for that, but I don't feel like this one grows out on you at all. I feel like it's very similar to double brush poly in that it keeps its shape and its size throughout the day. Okay, I don't need that for this bit, so no matching thread again, but we did put it with the bright magenta. So here's that bigger piece of that. It looks really pretty with it. And we also put it with the winter moss modal, so for those leaves there, and hot pink 250 GSM cotton spandex. So that's another option, probably if you want another garment to match with this. So perhaps not to sew it into the same garment, just because this is quite a bit thicker than the rib knit, but for a totally separate garment, it looks really nice. Okay, next we have another Staying Alive. This one, Staying Alive in Violet, which is actually a, you know, a pretty vibrant purple, not so much a violet, but we've just gone with our supplier's name there. But look at that, it's so fluid looking. It's just amazing, this fabric. I love it. You know I love it because I say it every single time. Okay, let's see. This is 87% nylon, 8% metal, 5% spandex, 190 GSM. And it's just so beautiful. Let me show you up close what it actually is. So you can see there are little triangles and little circles just stuck on there. But when you move it away, it creates this really fluid looking fabric. So it's got good stretch. I know it looks really see-through when I do that. And this is a fabric that if you're going to make a dress, you might need to think about a little half slip for coverage. I think for a top, it's absolutely fine. I did make a dress out of one of them, but it was quite a fitted dress. So I felt okay without having anything there, but it might depend on your garment as to whether you need some sort of modesty going on down there. Okay, so I have sewed up two versions of this fabric. So the Saturday Night Fever and this one, they're the same fabric. It's just that the little sequiny things that are on there are square on the other one, and this one they are round and triangular. So I had no issues at all cutting the fabric. I used my rotary blade. I just cut it where I needed to cut it. Didn't matter if one of these things were there. I just went straight through it and it cut through it no problem at all. I sewed it up on my overlocker, and again, it just sewed it up beautifully. Like, there were no issues. I think if I saw this, I'd look and think, oh, I wonder how that one's going to sew up. So we did deliberately sew it up for you so that we could give you the feedback. Sews up beautifully. There's absolutely no problems whatsoever. You don't need to worry about removing any of these for where your stitching is going to be. You can just stitch straight through it. It is no problem at all. Okay, you do need to be very careful with washing this one. Obviously, these are stuck on there. So I think it's probably going to be a hand wash garment. If it does have to go into the washing machine, definitely in a bag. Cold only, no heat on this, or you're going to melt whatever is sticking these guys on. So be very, very careful with the washing of this one. I will just be drying it probably flat. You can hang it up if you want to, but I mean, flat's probably always best if there's something just a little bit delicate going on. All right, I matched this up with 2725, and I don't have any coordinating fabrics because it's just amazing exactly as it is. Staying Alive in Violet, it's a metallic slinky. All right, I have a single brush poly for you now, and this one is called Call Me. You have seen this print before in a sweater knit. Now we have it in this single brush poly. That's not our good cut. That was very jagged. There we go. So it has a navy background, very dark navy background, and those really pretty flowers there. So single brush poly is brushed on the outside, and it's slinky, smooth and cool on the inside. It has really good stretch. You would do the exact same things with this as you can with double brush poly. The only difference is it's just brushed on one side, not two. Okay, so this one I put with 3356 for your thread. These are all linked on the website, so you'll find all the information you need when you look at each product on the website. Same with the coordinating fabrics. Light rose pink modal is really pretty with it, as is green forest and amethyst rib. That's super pretty. I really like those ones together. All right, my little thing has just closed with all my information on it. Let's hope that's going to open up for me. Let's press that button there. Yes. All right, double brush poly now. This is called True Tie-Dye in Blue. And it's called True Tie-Dye because it is a true tie-dye. Same on both sides. So double brush poly can be the white on the inside, but this fabric has actually been tie-dyed. It's not just a print that's gone on there. So soft, this one. There is your stretch both ways and your drape. Now, no matching thread again, because there are just so many colors to choose from, and you might just need to see where your hem ends, where your hem is, as to what color. I'm assuming a blue. There is a lot of blue in here, but it just depends on where your hem goes. And it just might not be possible to match it. It might, you know, you might have a few colors going through, so you just need to pick whichever one you prefer, or whatever color is sitting at the front. Up to you. Okay, we've matched this with Banana double brush poly and Radiant Orchid, which is probably with this bit here. What else have we done? Baby Pink cotton spandex. It's hard to find this place where these colors match. And Apricot single brush poly. All right, true tie-dye in blue double brush poly. Next, you've seen this one before as well. This is just a different colorway. This is Eminence in Sage. We've had it in navy and it was absolutely gorgeous, just like this one is. And again, super soft. Let's see. It's a really sweet print. So it's not too big, not too small. So great for any garment type or any size person. So child, adult, it will work. So stretchy, so soft, it's crazy. And beautiful drape. Okay, again, no matching thread. I've not done well this week with threads. Okay, we've put this one with white bamboo. Now it's just white, so this could be white double brush poly, it could be white Ponte, it could be white Liverpool, it could be white just about anything. We just have white bamboo there. Liquid gold modal, I should say. It's how I'm having trouble picking up. There are some yellows on here, just in those little flowers and leaves there. And my favorite of them all is the Denim modal. I love how it brings that blue out, brings it to focus a little bit more. All right, Eminence in Sage double brush poly. All right, Margot double brush poly. This is just, I think, a subtle, you know, just navy and white creates a subtle fabric, a subtle print. Even if there is a lot going on with the print, I just think when it's those subdued colors, it tones it right down. So it's kind of like a paisley going on there. Lovely and soft again. And as I was saying, brush poly can be white on the background, and that's what I mean by that. There is no print that comes through to the other side. This is I find it a really easy fabric to sew. You just use a stretch or a ballpoint needle. Use your stretch while I'm talking. Sometimes my machine gets a bit hungry with this and wants to eat it. So all I do then is I just change where I start my seam. So say this is the seam here that I want to sew. Instead of starting from up here, I would start from here and sew down. And then once I've finished, I would just flip it over and do this last bit here. It just prevents this bit from being sucked down into the throat of the machine, which can happen sometimes, not just with double brush poly, but with a lot of fabrics. And I find that works for me. In saying that though, I use my overlocker way more than I use my sewing machine for sewing knits, because I find it a lot quicker and easier. And I find it gives a smoother seam as well using that. Okay, I've done all of that for you, haven't I? So this one I have put with 3356 for your matching thread, and we've matched it with navy Ponte and Chantilly rayon modal. But again, navy and white, basically, there are heaps of colors that you can put with this and it would look fantastic. All right, next one is for those who don't want to be missed in a crowd, but then you also want to hide. It's a bit of a neon camo is a bit, not sure what message we're trying to send with neon camo. Are you hiding or do you want to be out in the open? I don't think you could hide in this. Neon yellow, this one. Camo in neon yellow. It's pretty cool. My boys would love this one. I don't think I've shown them this one yet, but they would love it. Double brush poly again. Great stretch. Great for t-shirts, kids or adults alike. Or for winter, it would make a really cool raglan, so you could put another colour in there as well, which might just tone it down. Or if you've got some neon yellow, it might just brighten it up. I put just a black thread with this one, 4000. I didn't have quite the right colour of olive or khaki, and I thought there is some black in there, and there's lots of different colours, so I'm just going to go with the black thread with this one. And we matched it up with the light olive athletic knit. Camo in neon yellow, double brush poly. All right, my favourite winter base this time, and you guys have seen this print before and it has flown out the door. This is called Sketchy in Sage, this time in Super Soft Harchi, and it is so huggable. It is so soft. I am a bit ridiculous when I do videos about this one because it is just so crazy soft, lovely to wear. I want to sew up all the Super Soft Harchi and wear it all winter long because it just feels so nice. It is light. I can't actually remember what it is. 180, 200 GSM, somewhere around that vicinity. So a jumper in this is not going to keep you warm in Tasmania on its own. Definitely needs layers, but you know what, even in Perth a lot of our stuff needs layers. I don't know how many layers I have on in winter, and we're really not that cold over here, but I just require something long sleeved underneath and then something over the top, and then maybe even something over the top of that to keep warm these days. Okay, but how cool is that print? It's beautiful. All right, so I have matched this one up with 2002, which is basically just your white thread. We have put it with ivory double brush poly and olive French terry. Okay, Sketchy in Sage, Super Soft Harchi. All right, a French terry for you. A bit of a classic French terry, a little bit of pink and ivory stripes. Beautiful on its own or really nice in a colour blocked style garment. So our French terry is lovely and soft. It is very light. It's about 200, 210 GSM. Still cozy. This is a lovely stretchy French terry. There's not usually much going on vertically with French terry. Beautiful drape. So French terry has these loops. They could be on the wrong side or the right side of the garment. Today they are on the wrong side, so your print is on the smooth side here. French terry is so lovely for a jumper or a hoodie, joggers. You could make a dress out of it or a top out of it. There's lots that you can do with French terry. It's a really nice base for winter. All right, I put this one with 155. And we've matched it up with ivory viscose. All right, so that brings us to our last fabric for today, which is of course our Lush Sunday special, and that is a French terry today. So let's get into this winter fabric. We'll give you a winter fabric for your Lush Sunday special today. This one is called Extinction in Denim. It's an animal print, so I love it. It's not really animal print colours though. It says blue and grey. It's really cool. It does have a bit of a smell, this fabric. So, I mean, you should probably wash it before you sew it anyway, but definitely give this one a wash. It will wash out. It's just from the dyeing, I think. Okay, less stretch on this one, which is interesting, but it still has all the stretch you need for joggers or a hoodie, something like that. Do take note though, it doesn't really have much vertical stretch. And there is your drape. So the loops are on the back side, smooth on the right side. Let's see, this one we put with 1140 for your matching thread, and we've only got one coordinate, and that is the denim modal. That's pretty cool. I'd quite like, I think, a pair of joggers with this with cuffs in this modal. I think it would look quite good, and I think it would be very comfortable to wear. Okay, so your Lush Sunday Special Extinction in denim. That is everything. We are starting a whole new month with our monthly postal service. If you want to take advantage of that, just check out our website. If you go to the shipping section, we'll tell you all about what this mysterious monthly postal service actually is and how it works. So just have a read through that one. Don't forget to enter our competitions on Facebook and YouTube. We have $25 gift cards to give away in both of those locations. All of these fabrics are now available on our website, which is www.lushfabrics.com.au. Thank you if you've watched all the way to the end. I will see you next week with some more fabrics. Thanks for watching. Bye.